Lauren, we'll start with the opening statement from Coach Anderson and open up for questions.
Oh, we're playing on Sunday. I mean, we knew never say die, and we had to come out and we had to compete. Really, really impressed in her performance. And I just think you guys are going to talk to her later, but Kayla Kessinger, she really got it going for us. And her hitting that first home run really just set the tone and got the momentum on our side and got everybody believing that we have an opportunity to win.
All right, we'll get it started with Dave Matter.
Larissa, how much of your offensive production today just came down to the preparation and adjustments between game 1 and 2 against Alexander?
Chris worked with them. They hit early and they looked at some video, and he talked about had a better game plan rather than trying to hit everything. And that's what we talked about yesterday is we were trying to hit every single pitch, and the changeups that she was throwing, they weren't for strikes, and we were still trying to hit them. And then we expanded the zone, and we just had a better game plan going in, and we stuck to the game plan. We didn't panic, and that really is what made the difference.
Next question from Eric Blum.
Larissa, before Kayla's at bat, Kim Hort hit a ball that was only a couple feet foul, but was long enough to be a home run. Did she see anything, or did she communicate anything to you or Kayla that allowed Kayla to then hit it out?
I'm sure they did. I don't know what that is, just because I'm at the third base side, so I don't hear what those conversations are. But it really was the positioning in the box and what they're seeing as the ball's coming in and where the ball is crossing, and that's a lot of the communication that they're passing from one to another.
Colin O'Brien, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, this outing by Krings, she didn't have any walks. She matched a career high in strikeouts for herself with 10. I mean, just what goes into that kind of performance in your super regional debut and having that composure to do that?
I mean, to get that out of a freshman is just incredible. She had such great command today. She really did. She had great rhythm, and that changeup can just be so devastating. But what is most impressive is her composure. I mean, to play in front of a crowd that we did, the pressure, the game on the line, and knowing if we don't win, our season's over, and to have such great composure, and she's just having a great time out there. I mean, the future is going to be real exciting for her, but obviously we need her right now, and knowing that I can rely on her and with those games on the line.
Next question from Blair Kirkhoff.
Speaking of Lauren, in the second inning, after a couple pitches, you came out and talked to her. Was it just a matter of just calming things down? I know she had sat for a long time because of the 6-run inning.
So if you're ever to watch Lauren in the dugout, she's always on the fence. She's cheering. She has so much energy. She has so much excitement for when her team scores. So she gets so jacked up, and she takes that energy out in the field, and she's got to learn how to just calm herself down. So when I see that she's overthrowing, I mean, she's 68, 69, and when she's pumping 72, she's just overthrowing. And when she throws that hard, she loses a little bit of movement and timing. So I just had to go out there and calm her down, tell her to think about throwing 80%, and her 80% is still bringing it.
All right, Anthony Christensen.
Coach, you touched on Kayla's home runs already, but I want to talk about Brooke's home run. Obviously, she was the last out last night, and she was very visibly upset. Did you talk to her at all to make sure that didn't play on her mind? And then obviously, what did that do for the team after the ball cleared the fence?
Before the game even started, I just told the whole team, and it wasn't, I just singled out people, but I told the whole team that we can't get tomorrow. We can't get yesterday back. Yesterday's gone. We can't get it back. So you can't try to get yesterday in one at bat. You can't go outside of yourself. You just have to play the game that's given you right now at this moment. And you could just see that everyone, they were angry. They were angry about yesterday's result. They were mad. And when they get like that, they're fierce competitors, but I have to kind of zone them in to get them to really focus on what we have ahead of us. And we're playing for tomorrow. And it just gets them back to focus on, okay, yeah, you're right. I can't get yesterday back, and I can't get that last out back. I have to really stay in control and do what I'm capable of doing.
Natalie Jones.
Coach, yesterday you mentioned, getting back to playing Mizzou softball the way you guys have been playing all year. What do you think it says about this team and their fight that they were able to kind of channel that energy from yesterday and not be afraid of the result like you mentioned?
Today really just showed us how tough we are. I mean, they are a tough group. This is why we train so hard. This is why we lift for these moments. And it just all pays off. I mean, if they weren't tough kids, they would have given in. They easily would have packed it in after yesterday and been down and felt sorry for themselves. But they are fierce competitors, and no matter what the result is going to be tomorrow, I know they're going to give it their all. They're going to compete their butts off. They're going to compete on every single pitch. And at the end of the day, they're not going to have any regrets because they're going to give everything that they have.
Colin, go ahead.
Yeah, Larissa, does the way your hitters they were on time, the way they were squaring up the ball from Odyssey, does that give you confidence tomorrow when you do end up facing her for that decisive game 3 and what that could look like tomorrow?
Definitely. I mean, it gives them confidence knowing that they were able to execute their plan and the results went in their favor. As a coach, it's really tough to get them to buy into a plan and have poor results. Tell them what their plan is, and then all of a sudden they're successful. As though the coaches know what they're talking about. So it's just knowing they've seen their pitchers to stick to their plan, to stay disciplined to that plan, and it really doesn't matter who they face tomorrow. They know what they're going to have to do.
Bennett Durando.
Yeah, Larissa, with a short turnaround before winner take all, what are the next 14-ish hours going to look like before that first pitch?
The first thing tonight is Lauren Krings has got to get an ice bath. She's got to do some recovery, especially with Hattie Moore, and a lot of those starters have to do some recovery. It's get to bed early. They have a curfew tonight, and then it's making sure that they prepare themselves in the morning, have a good breakfast, also do some recovery in the morning to be able to come out and play game 3. But the game motivates you. So I'm not going to have to do anything or say anything different. They're going to know exactly what they're going to have to do, and they're going to be pumped up. I mean, it's winner take all tomorrow.
All right, that's it for coach.
Thank you.